Hello everybody. Today we're going to be making a low glycemic index cabbage rolls. What glycemic index means is that carbohydrates are divided into many different kinds of carbohydrates. Good carbohydrates, okay carbohydrates, and bad carbohydrates. So what this does is that if you're eating food that is high in glycemic index, that means that your blood sugar goes really high, and that's where you get the spike. So what we're doing today is we're making low glycemic index cabbage rolls, which means there's no rice. Ta-da! It's great, and it's made of buffalo, so it's an excellent recipe. I actually make this all the time, and I've come up with a whole bunch of shortcuts because people go, Tamara, you lost 41 pounds, what do you eat? Well, I eat stuff like this. So what you're going to need to make low glycemic index cabbage rolls is you're going to need onions, eggs, mushrooms, celery, zucchini, buffalo, and you're going to need cabbage, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of parsley. And this is a bit of a shortcut because I don't want to make my own sauce. It's just too difficult. So I'm going to use stewed tomatoes or diced tomatoes, and I'm also going to use Hunt's thick sauce. So the first thing you're going to start off with is you're going to add a little bit of garlic. I love garlic. We're also going to take half an onion. So we're just going to let that cook up a bit. But to add just a little bit of cooking flavor, I use just a touch of olive oil. I'm adding just a quarter cup of mushrooms. We want to make sure our mushrooms in there. These are monster mushrooms, like from Jurassic Park or something. We're going to also cut up a little bit of zucchini because we want our zucchini to be very tasty and to also cook up inside there. So half a cup of zucchini should be good. You primarily want the main ingredient inside the cabbage rolls to be all vegetables, but tasty vegetables. So we're just going to fry this up, and we're also going to add 8 ounces of buffalo. So this is going to go right in there. And look at how beautiful that buffalo is. Nice and red, great color. Let's cook that up. Look at that, beautiful. The other thing I'm going to add is that when I'm cooking this, I'm going to actually cut up a little bit of the cabbage, the leftover cabbage that's going to go into the cabbage rolls because it's actually sweet and delicious. Tastes beautiful inside there. And I'm just going to drop it in. And the leftover cabbage gives you that kind of almost rice-looking quality that you want in cabbage rolls. And I'm just going to pour the diced tomatoes in. Look at how beautiful that is. And you can see it's already getting very thick, looking really beautiful. One of the last ingredients you're going to add is you want to add tomato sauce. And I'm going to divide this can into two because I want one for later and one for now. So there we have fresh parsley. Now we're going to let that cook and simmer for a little while. You're going to end up with a really beautiful thick sauce that you're going to put inside the cabbage roll. So let's just wait for that. Now, there's a trick to cooking cabbage rolls. If you try to take a piece of cabbage off a cabbage roll, it actually falls apart really easily. Like if you look at this, it's really hard to get it off without ripping and tearing it. So a little bit of work required there, and then it's really hard to keep it together. What I have here is I have an already cooked cabbage, and if you can see, what you're doing is you're just going to take it off, and it literally, the cabbage just falls right off, and it's become now flexible. So when you're making cabbage, this is sort of a neat little trick. It'll just all fall right off, and you're going to start making your rolls there. And then I have sort of creating a little bit of a boat here. This is my trick. It's not everybody's trick, but it's my trick. So you're going to take this, and you're going to put the cabbage inside each roll. And now that it's in a boat, you can see it's just super simple. You just roll it around. And there's your first one. So when you're creating the cabbage rolls, and with the already cooked cabbage, it doesn't take very long. You just take the whole thing and drop it in a pot. And look at it, just comes right off. It's amazing. It'll save so much time because I struggled with cabbage rolls before, but this, look at that, it makes it so easy. So there we have a little boat on either side, and if you love to cook, or if you don't like to cook, this is actually fast, because I know cabbage rolls seems like a lot of work. It's really not, if you do the shortcuts. So there we go. I'm going to just roll that right over. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. And you just go ahead and fill the entire thing up. And then, once you're done, you're going to pour the tomato sauce over the entire surface. Stick it in the oven, let it cook. You can make tons of these. It's like a mass assembly. You can make a lot of food, and this is much tastier than a regular cabbage roll. So I mean, trust me, I tried them. I love them. And so this is a recipe that I wanted to share with our audience because we want to get healthy. This is our year to get healthy. This is our year to eat right, because when you do that, you love you. It's important to love yourself. All right, people, here's the moment. How does the cabbage roll taste? Well, this has been cooking. You can see it cooked very nicely. Comes out very thick, very delicious. Look at that. You know, the calories in this are so low and the glycemic index is so low, you could probably eat this. The average person eats about 1,800 calories a day. This is in the tune of about probably 250, 300 calories. So you could actually eat a couple of these, which they're huge, and still do really great. So let's go ahead and have a little taste. Oh my God, that's really good. Very delicious. I would highly recommend this meal. My husband loves it, so 2 thumbs up.